everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Last time, we went down Cycling Road, and it took longer than I thought it was going to. This time, we're going to explore the surrounding area, so we're going to explore Route 206, which we're on right now. We use our Cut TM. Our helper Bidoof. Oh, and that's something that I should mention. Oh, hey, it's Stunky. Is that even if you don't have like the Pokemon to use Cut in this game, they'll just, you know, a random Bidoof will just come out the bushes and help you cut down a tree or whatever. So that's helpful. We got Stunky here. I think we've talked about Stunky before, but maybe we haven't. I don't remember. Well, I guess just in the off chance that we haven't, I will talk about Stunky. But I'm trying to figure out what to do. Because I want to catch it. Alright, where's Stunky at? Yeah. Oh, no. This is the first time that we get encountered with the Stunky. So, Stunky is a poison dark type. A very unique type for sure. Stunky prides itself on the fact that it's a giant sponge because it has a lot of health, but it also has a lot of speed and pretty decent attack. It's a poison type, so, you know, anything that you would expect from a poison type you would get here. So, like, you know, toxic, or poison gas. I wasn't able to pick that up for some reason. It was weird. It was really weird. Yes, Kirkatoon! The Pokemon with the best cry in the game. Yeah. Now at level 34, it evolves into Skunk Tank. And as in implied in the name, it is a tank. Some of the moves that Skunk Tank can learn, especially on evolving, are Flamethrower, which is very interesting for this Pokemon. Like, I remember the first time. And I think oh, that's why. It's because, was it Mars? Mars has one. I remember the first time I fought one, and it had Flamethrower, and I was like, what? Bro, why does this thing have Flamethrower? But it can learn other things. A really good Dark-type move for it is Night Slash. It can also learn Explosion at level 53. An Explosion is a, you know, a 250 power blah blah blah. Normal move. Oh crap, that's a dive. Sorry. Sir or madam or yes, madam. Please. Get in the ball. I killed it. Dang it. Alright, can't do it that way. Oops. Here we go. We are all better now. All better. Yes, 250 power normal move, I'm sorry, that blows up the user, so the user faints when the move is concluded and can do massive damage or tag out your opponent. However, explosion and moves like explosion can cause your Pokemon to dislike you. So it's better to be wary of that. However, in the past, if there used to be a move called Frustration, also another move called Return. So Frustration and Return are both normal moves. Return does more damage the more your Pokemon loves you or likes you, while Frustration is the opposite. And if you wanted to run, you know, especially back in the day, it was actually pretty good strategy to run Explosion and Frustration on teams, because Frustration and Return do a lot of damage. I believe that Return is more worth it though, because it's easier to get Pokemon to like you than to hate you. But there are items such as the herbs, and of course moves like Explosion and Self-Destruct that can help you get to that dislike, high dislike. But again, those moves don't exist current day, so I'm guessing it's because since there are a lot of like items that that boost power, especially like for specific types. So like you got the Silph Scarf for like normal types. You could run Pokemon. You can have a Pokemon, because almost any Pokemon can learn Return. Pokemon can learn Return or have Return, and you could be at max happiness, and you can have a my brain won't work. You could have it doing the max amount of damage. Not to mention, like, a move called Return does seem weird nowadays. Like, it was weird back then, but like now that they've kind of like fixed the names of certain moves, because like they changed feint attack to like feint, which is different. Yeah, but back to Skunk Tank. A tanky poison dark type, weak to ground. And I think that is its only weakness, is ground type, yeah. This is immune, it's immune to psychic type. And also resists fighting type. I've grown to have some appreciation for poison types. However, Skunk Tank's definitely a Pokemon that I have not used in an official capacity. I've caught like a bunch of them, and I do like Skunk Tank. I like its design and everything. But I've never really had a reason to use Skunk Tank. Plus, I haven't really been the biggest lover of poison types. Not to say that they're bad or anything. It's just that, to me, if you're going to use a Pokemon, like a type to deal with, like, say, grass or wait. Oh, wait. Grass is the only... That's funny. Grass is the only type that is super effective against. That's the funny part. So, like, yeah, there were definitely more better ways to deal with grass types. And now that they're, you know, Fairy is a type in the game, Poison gets a lot more utility, which is good. So that's why I'm saying, like, you know, for a lot of teams I have considered, like, oh, maybe I should use a poison type. Alright, let's see. I know we already talked about Bronzor. We talked about Bronzor last time. Oh man. I was checking through my my little thing over here. Yes, so if you were playing the OG version, this is where you would find Ponyta if you did not have Chimchar as your starter. Or maybe you do have Chimchar as your starter and you want to use a different fire type. I mean, the world is your oyster after all. Yay! Alright. Now, there's a reason why we came under the cycling road. And aside trying to catch Pokemon, of course. Hey, a poison barb. If you're using yourself a, you know, if you just caught yourself a Stonky, that would be useful. Under one entrance of the of the cycling road is Waver Cave. However, we can't go in there. It's dark and there are rocks in our way. And this is another side of the Waver Cave. In the Waver Cave, brain and mouth, we can find Gibble. Yes, Gibble. The pseudo-legendary dragon type of the game. I mean, what can I say about Gibble, the Gibble family that you probably don't know? I guess I'll start with the fact that it's ground and dragon type. However, unlike Flygon that came before it, it does not have levitate, so it does not resist ground. But does it really need to, considering that it learns a buttload of moves? It's super fast, super strong, and actually will evolve into its full form before the journey is over. Now we're just going to get to it because I know you guys know or want to know what I mean. But if you've never used a Gibble before, definitely grab see if you can find one in the Wayward Cave. I'm pretty sure it's in the one entrance that we can't access yet, but I'm not completely sure. And like, we could explore the right entrance, but it's better to have Flash before we go do that. So Gibble evolves into Gabite, and then Gabite evolves into Garchomp. And Garchomp is a beast. Learning moves like Crunch, Dragon Claw naturally, and it can learn Earthquake through TM, which you can also get in the Wayward Cave. Fire Fang, Shadow Claw. This thing is downright scary because it's a dragon Pokemon. Blah. It can also learn Fire type moves, so like Flamethrower, Fire Blast. Can also learn Stone Edge and Iron Head, Poison Jab, Surf, Swords Dance, which if you're someone who likes setting up against opponents, Swords Dance is very good for a Garchomp. So, yeah, you really can't go wrong with Garchomp if you decide to go after it. I'm gonna meet you back in Eterna, maybe. I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna go back to Eterna, and we're gonna go to another area that I'm meant to go to, but I wanted to get the bike, so I'll be right back. And we're back. So we're back at Route 205 because I wanted to come back here. Back to Eterna Forest. Because we can now use Cut to get through here. Yeah, I meant to come back here, but you have to... You either have to get the bike and go south, or come here before you get the bike. Because, like, the little boy on the outside of the town will be like, oh, you can't do things. So. And we wanted to go in here, the old chateau. Oh man, I remember coming to the old chateau the first time when I was younger. I love places like this because, like, everyone knows that was a freaking voice crack and a half. Everyone knows about, like, the Pokemon Tower and Lavender Town and all that. So, like, it was nice to have other areas like that. Where it's kind of like got ghost Pokemon and it's kind of scary. For me, I was never scared of this place. I was fascinated because there's stuff here that's like, wow. Oh, I didn't want to. Oh, well, that was Ghastly. We didn't talk about Ghastly yet. Ghastly is a Pokemon that I think we saw on the underground, but I don't remember. Let me see if I can find Ghastly on my thing while we run around. It's chock full of Pokemon books and Pokemon and photo collections. Interesting. There we go. Ghastly. If you played the first generation, you know exactly who Ghastly is. But if not, or if you don't remember, I'm here to tell you. Ghastly's your ghost poison type. Ghastly is known for its high speed and special attack. Usually, if it's faster than you, it can get off on you a Hypnosis and a Dream Eater if it has those moves in conjunction. Or use a Mean Look so it prevents you from from switching out, blah. Or escaping battle. Which can be very handy for Pokemon like Abra that have teleport. Murmurika is evolving! I definitely want to teach Marika Sunny Day. Hooray! Marika should be our first fully evolved Pokemon? Yes. Yes, she is. Because Kiva has to evolve through friendship. Poppy has to evolve through friendship. Sakura has 8 levels to go. And Kota has, like, a lot of levels to go. I forget. 8, I think. 8 levels. Yeah, something like that. And Luxio's here just chilling, hanging out with us. Oh, I gotta check my list. I gotta check my list of Pokemon that I was gonna catch. Oh, that's right. I was trying to decide on which one I wanted. Alright, well, yeah, that's definitely gonna be something we're gonna have to come back to. Ghastly, unfortunately, is not one of the Pokemon that I've had to plan to use. Ghastly is another Pokemon that it evolves through trait evolution once it evolves into Haunter. So if you want yourself a cool Gengar, you're gonna need to trade with a friend. Now we got the old Gato, which is basically a full heal in an item. So just like your Lava Cookie or your... Was it Rage Candy Bar? No, Rage Candy Bar just healed 20 HP. But like Lava Cookies was like a full heal, and now we have the old Gato. However, when you are able to trade your Haunter to a friend and trade back, it's an old man! Ah! I was not expecting that, to be honest. Oh wait, is today one of the special days? It might be. Oh, okay. So I know we're in the middle of a bio, but I have to talk about this. The reason why we came here is that on special days, there'll be weird things going on in this mansion. So as you saw in this dining room, we saw this creepy old man sitting at the freaking table, and then he ghosted away. This whole thing would have been very appropriate for last month. To be honest, I wish I would have planned that. But yeah, spooky old man. Continuing on with Gengar. Gengar is so fast and so strong. And it gets moves, access to moves such as Dazzling Gleam. And it also has Destiny Bond, which, you know, is a fun move. Dark Pulse. Nightshade. It has a very wide range of moves. Also, it can learn Psychic. So, imagine this. Imagine you're having a Gengar, and your Gengar knows Psychic, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, or Moonblast, and Dark Pulse. That's wild. Or like a stat increasing move like Calm Mind. And it's not like Gengar is very frail, so it could potentially, you know, set up against something. But as you could probably tell, it has some weaknesses. So it's weak to Ghost, Dark. It's also weak to Psychic, being a Poison type, but it comes with the ability Levitate, if I remember correctly. I'm checking now. Where is it? Ability. Oh no, they changed this ability to Curse Body. For the longest time, it did have Levitate as one of its abilities, which made it immune to ground type moves. But I guess they changed that now to having Curse Body, which Curse Body is a good ability too, because what Curse Body does is when a move hits this Pokemon, that move has a 30% chance of being disabled. So say if your opponent uses like Psychic or Earthquake against you and you survive, and Curse Body takes effects, they can't use that move against you anymore, which is pretty cool. But again, it really depends on if you survive that hit. Ah, it's a little girl in the room that we just were in. Ah. I'm hamming this up way too much, but you know you love it. Yeah, today is definitely one of those special days. Alright, gonna skip that room with the TV in it. I'm gonna come in here and get the Dread Plate. Alright. We're gonna come in here with the TV room. And we're gonna save. It has the static. I don't remember if I came in here and didn't have static before. Oh! No? Yeah. No? Alright, okay. I forget if there's a time to this. There might be. There might be a time. Or we might not be able to do this yet. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one it is. However, there is a special Pokemon that you're able to find here in the old Gato. And that Pokemon is Rotom. Rotom is the cute ghost electric type Pokemon that you're all probably aware of now, because Rotom is like a phone, it's your bike in some games. Rotom has merchandise called the Roto Stick, which really makes no sense, but you know, it's a thing. At night, in this game, you're able to catch Rotom in that room where the TV is. It's level 15 when you encounter it, so it's pretty weak. So if you have some nest balls, it's good to be able to catch it or whatever. Ghost Electric is a very unique type, being fairly fast and having fairly good health and good special attack. As you can probably tell, its bread and butter moves are basically of its type. So like Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball. It can also learn moves like Dark Pulse, Sunny Day. So even though it's very interesting, and I love Rotom, it's just that it doesn't learn so many moves that it makes it like very special. There is something else special about Rotom though. Rotom has alternate forms. I want to talk about them here because I do not believe that they were made available in the base game. They might have been made available in the post game, but I'm not really worried about like spoiling the post game because it's not really much for the post game for this version of the game anyway, so it's fine. But we got Fan Rotom, Frost Rotom, Heat Rotom, Mo Rotom, and Wash Rotom. And how Rotom would change forms is being able to not jack its way in, like basically uses electrical current to take possession of an appliance, so a fan or a lawnmower, a refrigerator, a heater, and yeah, and that would turn that would change Rotom's type. So Fan Rotom is Flying Ghost, right? That's right. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Oh yeah, here we go. No, not Ghost, but Electric. So they all retain Electric, but Fan is Flying, Mo is Grass, Wash is Water, Heat is Fire, and Frost is Ice. And along with that is when they do transform into, when Rotom does transform into one of these forms, it gets a special move of the type. So for Fan, it gets Air Slash. Frost Rotom, it gets Blizzard. Heat Rotom, it gets Overheat. Or is it Overheat or Fire Blast? I think it's Overheat. Let me check. Yeah, so yeah, Overheat for Heat Rotom, Hydro Pump for Wash Rotom, and Leaf Storm for Mo Rotom. However, unfortunately, those are the only moves of the other type that it can learn, which is really, really, really sad. I really wish they would have done more with this, and this is something that like they can still do, because Rotom is now being a very predominant Pokemon featured in like technology. So like if you did this and you upgraded the moves of the originals and you added some more forms based on any other appliance that it can like take control over, be perfect. It would also give people the opportunity to use them and use these types of Rotoms in competitive a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad option, but I mean, there's worse. But yeah, that's the whole thing with Rotom, the deal with Rotom. I like Rotom. I think Rotom's cool. I always thought it was cool to like that Pokemon did these things where it had places like this where you can encounter Pokemon or specific lore, and it's crazy. It's crazy. That's it for today. I have talked your ear off about a couple different Pokemon. Next time we're going to be back on Route 206 and move on to our next destination. And yeah, we'll be having the fun. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell to get notifications when these videos go up. Make sure to support your boy in whatever fashion that you are able to. Links in the bio, in the description below, or on the about section on my YouTube page. And make sure you check out the Nerd Guys podcast. Season 1 has come to a conclusion, but we are still looking for questions and topics of yours. that we can talk about in the future. So make sure you get down there in those comments or come into Discord and share some of your ideas or your ideas for topics or questions you have for us. I love you. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time.